Have you ever wondered why someone's heart seems to skip a beat when you walk into the room? That tiny pause in their breath, the way they glance, then quickly look away. It's not random. It's psychology, and it's one of the sweetest mysteries of human emotion. Some feelings don't shout, they whisper. They hide behind nervous smiles, gentle pauses, and the smallest gestures only meant for you. And if you pay close attention, you'll start to see the quiet signs that say, you make their heart race. In today's video, you'll discover 7 hidden but sweet signs that reveal when your presence stirs something deeper in someone's heart. The kind of reactions most people never notice, but science quietly supports. We'll uncover how body language, emotional mirroring, and subconscious signals give away the truth, even when someone tries to hide it. So stay with me till the end, because sign number 7 might just change the way you look at love forever. Welcome to Psychology Zone, where we explore the secret patterns of emotion, attraction, and human connection. If you love understanding people and yourself, don't forget to subscribe and join our growing community. Now let's begin. Sign 1, their compass shifts toward you. Before we dive into the rest of the signs, let's start with something subtle, something most people miss. Have you ever noticed how someone seems to naturally face you, even when they don't mean to? It's like their body has its own compass, and somehow it always points toward you. This isn't just coincidence. When we're drawn to someone emotionally, our attention, and even our physical orientation, unconsciously follows them. It's a quiet signal of connection, the body's way of saying, I'm tuned into you. Watch how they behave in a group setting. While others might talk or laugh, they somehow angle their body toward your direction. Their eyes track your movements, their reactions match your tone, and their focus seems to sharpen the moment you speak. It's as if their entire presence recalibrates when you enter the space. Your voice becomes their cue, your laughter, their rhythm, and even in silence, their energy subtly syncs with yours, the same way a compass needle steadies when it finds true north. They may not even realize they're doing it, but their heart does. It recognizes where it feels most alive, and instinctively turns that way again and again. Sign 2, they mirror your joy, even in small things. Let's talk about something the heart does quietly, without permission. Something most people overlook. Have you ever noticed how someone starts to smile right after you do? Not because they planned to, but because your happiness somehow reached them first. That's not coincidence. It's emotional mirroring, a hidden sign of connection that often speaks louder than attraction itself. When someone's heart races for you, their emotions begin to sync with yours. You mention a song that makes you feel alive, and soon they're listening to it too, just to feel what you felt. You share a funny story, and their laughter follows yours, not out of politeness, but because they genuinely enjoy seeing you happy. Even your smallest moments of joy ripple through them like gentle waves. Psychologists say we mirror the people who emotionally impact us. It's a natural form of bonding. It shows empathy, comfort, and fascination all wrapped into one unconscious act. They begin to reflect your tone when you talk, your smile when you're amused, your warmth when you're kind. Your emotions subtly become theirs, not copied, but absorbed. Watch how their energy rises when yours does. When you're excited, they lean in closer. When you're at ease, they relax too. It's as if your mood becomes the atmosphere they breathe in. Even when you're not speaking, they're tuned into your emotional wavelength, quietly syncing with the rhythm of your presence. And that's the beauty of it. They don't mirror everyone, only the one who stirs something inside them. Because when your joy lights up their heart, it's not imitation, it's connection. A silent signal that says, your happiness feels like home to me. Sign 3, their silence speaks in resonance. Before we move deeper, let's talk about something most people never notice. The language hidden inside silence. Have you ever sat beside someone, said nothing at all, yet felt everything? No words, no noise, just a quiet presence that somehow speaks louder than sound. That's the kind of silence that only happens when hearts recognize each other. With most people, silence feels heavy, awkward, even forced. But with them, the one whose heart races for you, silence feels alive. It's filled with warmth, curiosity, and an unspoken pull that makes the air between you hum. You'll notice it in their pauses when you talk. They don't rush to respond. They linger for a moment, as if caught between what they want to say and what they feel. Their eyes soften, their breathing slows, and their focus deepens, as though they're trying to hold on to that moment just a little longer. Psychology calls this emotional resonance. It's when someone's presence harmonizes with yours without needing words. It's not about noise. It's about connection energy. Their silence isn't empty. It's filled with unspoken understanding, with admiration they're too shy to express. Sometimes you'll feel it most when everything else goes still. No conversation, no gestures, just a quiet pulse of awareness between two people who don't need language to communicate. And in that silence, something rare happens. A calmness that feels electric, a quietness that somehow says, I feel this too. Sign 4. They build invisible threads. Before we move on, let's notice something subtle, something that doesn't happen by accident. Have you ever mentioned something once? A small worry, a random goal, a passing thought, and later they remember it. Not just remember it, but follow up on it as if it truly mattered to them? That's not casual interest. That's connection. Quiet, consistent, and real. When someone's heart races for you, they start weaving invisible threads between moments you've shared. They bring up details you'd forgotten you told them, just to see how you're doing. They check in after something important, not because they have to, but because your experiences linger in their mind. Psychologists call this emotional imprinting, when someone unconsciously stores pieces of your life in their memory. It's how they stay connected even when you're not around. Your words echo in their thoughts. Your emotions replay in their heart. They might ask, how did that project go? Or, did you ever try that place you talked about? Those little gestures mean more than grand declarations ever could, because remembering you isn't an effort, it's instinct. They're building invisible threads that quietly tie them to you, thread by thread, moment by moment, until your presence becomes a part of their daily rhythm. Sign 5, their courage softens around you. Before we explore the next sign, think about this. Have you ever seen someone who always seems strong suddenly let their guard down around you? Not because they're weak, but because with you, pretending feels unnecessary. That's what happens when someone's heart begins to trust yours. Their courage softens, not disappears, but melts into something more honest. They start sharing pieces of themselves they usually hide from the world. Quiet fears, old wounds, private doubts. You might notice it in the way their voice changes when they talk about their past. It becomes gentler, slower, as if they finally feel safe enough to be seen without armor. They don't need to impress you, they just need to be real with you. Psychologically, vulnerability is a sign of deep emotional safety. We only open up when our subconscious senses genuine acceptance. So when they reveal their imperfections or unfiltered thoughts, it's not oversharing. It's trust taking shape. Their strength isn't in how much they hide, but in how much they allow you to see. And when they risk showing the parts they fear most, it's not because they want pity, it's because your presence feels like permission to breathe. In that softness, love doesn't shout. It quietly whispers, I can be myself with you. Sign 6. Their energy pulses in anticipation. Before we move forward, let's talk about a feeling that can't be hidden. The kind that shows up before words, before actions, even before your presence. Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt someone's energy shift? That subtle tension in the air, that spark that wasn't there a second ago. That's what happens when their heart senses you. Long before you speak, they already feel it. Their body reacts, their posture straightens, their focus sharpens, almost as if they were waiting for something only you could bring. It's not about obsession, it's about emotional anticipation. The body responding to joy before the mind catches up. They might act calm, but their energy gives them away. A quick glance when you appear, a nervous laugh, a small inhale they didn't mean to take. It's the kind of reaction the heart creates when it recognizes a presence it's grown attached to. Psychology often calls this anticipatory excitement, a physiological response linked to emotional reward. In simple words, your presence triggers happiness before anything even happens. They look forward to seeing you, hearing from you, or even thinking of you. And that quiet thrill colors everything they do. It's the way they light up before you arrive, the restlessness before a message, the quiet smile before a hello. Their heartbeat tells a story their lips never will. You are the moment they wait for. Sign 7. They trust the quiet between words. Before we wrap up, let's pause on something rare. A kind of closeness that doesn't depend on conversation. Have you ever sat beside someone and felt completely understood, even without saying a word? That's the quiet space where true comfort lives, where silence stops being empty and starts feeling sacred. When someone's heart races for you, they don't need to fill every moment with words. They're content just being near you. Your presence alone becomes enough, like breathing feels easier when you're around. In that silence, there's no pressure, no need to impress, just ease, warmth, stillness that somehow speaks volumes. You might notice it in the way they stay beside you longer than necessary, or how their body relaxes the closer they are. Psychologists call this emotional attunement, a deep sense of safety created by shared stillness. It means your energies have synced, your company gives them peace their words never could. Even when there's nothing to say, they still feel connected, fully, quietly, and completely. Because when two people can sit in silence and still feel understood, that's not distance, that's depth. It's the heart's way of saying, "You're my calm." When someone reveals these hidden truths through their heart, it's their quiet way of saying, "You're more than enough." Not through big gestures, not through loud words, but through moments, glances, and silences that only you can truly feel. Every heartbeat, every pause, every small act of care, it all whispers one thing. You matter to them more than they can ever admit. Which of these signs resonated with you the most? Have you ever felt one of them? That quiet spark, that unspoken connection? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your story. If this video opened your eyes or touched your heart, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Psychology Zone, and turn on the bell icon so you never miss another insight into the mysteries of love and the human heart. Because sometimes, the smallest signs reveal the deepest feelings.